This recipe is all about using up what you have. You can cook, you can use the shit that's in your fridge. Let's f***ing do it. You've got a lot of vegetables in your fridge. A lot of vegetables that you didn't eat. I'm gonna take all of the vegetables, pick up some pre-made pizza dough, maybe some cheese if you don't have it, and we're gonna make the rest of it into pizza. This is a fridge meal, this is a pantry meal. That means you go buy like one or two other things from the store to bring it all together. Which who doesn't love pizza? We're gonna start with the tomatoes and carrots because this is gonna make our sauce, and this is what's gonna cook the longest. So now we're just gonna chop the carrots up. A couple inch pieces, tomatoes, cut off your ends, and then quarter. So like I said, this is in no way a classic Italian recipe. They'd probably kill me. I'm going to parchment paper the pan. Why? Because it makes cleanup easier, and who likes cleanup? Lay them out. Boom. Uno, dos, tres. Olive oil. A bit of salt. Pepper. And le mix. We're gonna put this in the oven at 425, 25 to 30 minutes. While we wait for the vegetables to cook, we're gonna make a sauce to go on top. To balance out the carrots, I'm gonna do a vinegar green sauce. It's gonna bring so much tang and deliciousness. If you buy full carrots, like this is really good to do with some of the carrot tops, but I have spinach and basil, so that's what this is gonna be. This is essentially take your greens. I'm gonna do some raw garlic for another hit. A couple tablespoons of oil, add vinegar and salt and pepper and water, and that's really it. All right, so if you don't have an immersion blender, you should go get an immersion blender, okay? It's like 30 bucks. You can make sauces, it can make soups. You're essentially leveling up your cooking game just by owning this stick thing. Bzz. Now it's a f***ing bisque. I'm going to blend. Delicious, tangy, a little bit of hit from the garlic. This is great. I'm gonna set this to the side. Okay, so now that our sauce is roasted, boiled, mashed, all of the things that's gonna make it delicious, okay? Trust me on this. Now we get to finally start with the dough, all right? Here's where it becomes pizza. So just gonna take a paper towel and spread around some of that extra oil that's hanging out. And now we're going to pull out our dough. Now you're saying, Lauren, this is not how the Italian masters do it. Of course not. What about this is Italian? Nothing. Let's not shame each other on authenticity. I'm gonna tell you another thing the Italian masters don't do. I'm gonna pre-cook the dough a little bit, and I put it on the top of the oven because I find that gets the top browner faster, okay? These are my tips for you. You're welcome. Gonna get it scooched out. And you don't want any spots that are like super, super thick. Maybe use a sheet of parchment paper. All right, so into the oven for about 10 minutes, still at that 425, 450 temp. Okay, so now our dough has pre-baked just enough. It's like a little bit of a skin. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. There's a little bit of a skin on the pizza. So now we're gonna oil it up, add the sauce, add toppings into the oven, finish with some toppings, and we're so close to eating. Do the classic finger. Plop our carrot puree essentially around cheese, obviously. And here's the thing on cheese, guys. You could pretty much use any cheese that melts. I would save hard cheeses for afterwards. I cut up some mushrooms earlier. I feel like you guys didn't need to see how to do that. Apologies if I was wrong. Red pepper flakes. We just got rid of carrots, tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, garlic, basil. I also had some pickled onions that I made with a bunch of onions that I have sitting around the house. So like 7 vegetables that I'm getting rid of tonight, okay? Any sort of vegetable works on pizza. You just have to figure out the right vehicle for it. So it's time to go in the oven. This is gonna take about 20 minutes, and you definitely want the underneath to be golden, okay? No pale underneath. Pizza! Green sauce, splatter. I made some pickled onions, and then that's it. It's only whatever time o'clock. It's time to eat pizza. little hot, but delicious. So there you have it. You get to eat pizzas tonight. You emptied out half of the vegetables in your fridge. And now you have a recipe that you can use every Friday night, every Tuesday night. It's hot. I'm gonna burn my mouth.